Well, Lee, thanks for joining us. Here we go again. Not long to before you start again in the turnaround, but 6 games to play. I just want to get your thoughts of, do you think the experience that you took last year into the end of season running, then into a Wembley final can help you?
I think so. A lot of the players are still at the football club. Us as staff, it can certainly help us in terms of, yes, it looks slightly different this point last year with us being in the playoffs. We had a lot of injuries back then, but I think it can help us moving forward in terms of decision making, in terms of what we're doing, what we need to look like. But it's exciting, isn't it? With 6 games to go. Look, I'd love to have a few more points and be slightly higher than what we are, but we've given ourselves a real opportunity after Tuesday night.
Well, we're talking Tuesday night. It was great to get back on winning ways in that midweek fixture, of course, and plenty of minutes for a few players who've been out for a long time, and none more so than your 3 strikers you picked. That's a real positive.
Yeah, real positive to have them options up top. You know, Kane's obviously fit as well and doing well for us. So it's great to have them options up there. And look, it's something we've been missing. Lost count how many times we played a game without a centre forward this season. Jack Lancaster's not really a centre forward. He's a bit of a hybrid player, a good one at that. But it's nice to have them options and them headaches going into games. Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. For you, that's the what you wanted for a long time ago. It's only just happened now, and it couldn't have happened at a better time. That there's been a lot of work done in the treatment room, a lot of frustration for the players, but it seems as though they're over. I know we've got the longer term one in Shiloh, but the other lads are not too far off.
Yeah, no, it's good to get the minutes. It's been so tempting over the last couple of months to try and push these players and get more minutes out of them, which would have been really unrealistic and dangerous from us, really, to put the players in that position. But like I say, some good minutes on Tuesday night. We'll have to have a look at it going into Saturday in terms of how fresh they are and what we might do. But we need them options, and we've got to be sensible with our training programme in terms of looking after them so we can get them out on the pitch.
Yeah, talking of your training programme, do you look at changing it with 6 games to play, where really now the focus is firmly on results?
Not particularly, no. I keep saying you start dropping different things in, and footballers love routine. They've just been given routines all their life in terms of what time to turn up and train, etc. So they like routine, they like to know what's coming, so we don't deviate away too much from what we're telling the players. Depending on what we decide to play, they already know the information. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing. The confidence within the players has always been there. People would think the confidence within the group and the staff has been low because we've not won the amount of games that we'd have liked to, but they come in every day and they train hard, they want to get better, and hopefully we now got a squad, something like which will give us a chance in the last 6.
You scored 2 goals from set plays. That's a big part of the modern day game, but there's a lot of work that you do with Kenny Lunt and other of your coaching staff out on that training ground. It's good to get rewards from them.
Look, Kenny gets the credit for the set plays. We go over them religiously. Again, it comes down to sometimes what type of player you've got on the pitch, but they are ever so important. I think the top of the account for the top amount of goals scored throughout football, maybe not the Premier League, but certainly within the Football League. That type of stat. So they're massively important. You could see that on Saturday against Vale. That was the moment in the game which cost us, and it's ended up winning as a game on Tuesday night. But I also thought we had some good opportunities throughout that game to score from open play.
The interesting fixtures continue for all those sides battling out to be either in the automatics or the playoffs in League Two, and yours is no different. It's Bradford City away, over 20,000 gate there. Perfect setup. It's a hard time to go and play them, but it's just what you want.
Yeah, they're doing ever so well, and Graham's got them playing. He's turned it round to a club now that looks like they're heading in the right direction. He's an excellent manager, a great bloke. So it's going to be a real test, but something that I look forward to. again, broken record, but big crowds, lots of people in. Surely that's what footballers want, so it's something we're excited to go and experience and put on a good performance.
When they do come out and there's 20,000 plus there, that includes another great away following from your club. You've been there as a player as well. Does players get that extra motivation, that extra buzz?
I don't think as a player at this stage of the season you need any extra motivation. You should be fully focused on what we're trying to achieve. What we'll say, it's an opportunity to showcase yourself in terms of you as a person, what you look like, but you shouldn't need any extra motivation. We always want to play in front of big crowds. Every player in League 2 will say they want to go up a division. Once you're in League 1 you want to go up a division because you want to play in big crowds. You want these opportunities to be able to showcase yourself, but the motivation should be there if it's in front of 24,000 or if it's in front of 1,000.
We touched on Shiloh, we know where he is. Can you just bring us right up to date for your supporters where you are with your other 2 or 3 players? I think it's getting good news for James Connolly. I think he's been a long-term one, but close to joining up again.
Yeah, so James Connolly and Charlie Finney will now rejoin the group in terms of full training, which is good. And it's good for Charlie as well, not just James. Charlie's had a tough time. Look, he had a real serious injury in his calves, which required an operation later on, so it's not down to him being injury prone, if you like. I feel for him in that sense, in terms of maybe we could have done the operation a little bit earlier, but we tried and exhausted every opportunity not to do that, and then with that you just get a couple of niggles along the way getting back to fitness, but we're pleased to have him back. And then James, he was doing well, wasn't he? Playing some good football up to the point he got injured. Looked like he got his fitness and his confidence in terms of how we're looking to play, so it'll be a real bonus to have him being available within the squad. Shiloh will be in today to see the lads again. He was there on Tuesday night, so it'll be good to have a good catch up with him. And then you've just got 1 or 2 bruises and knocks with other players, which we'll have to assess over the next 48 hours.